Alright, what up, kinfolk? It's your boy Screwface Capone in the house. It is the week beginning July 26th. I don't know what. I'm recording it Sunday night, so I don't know when this is gonna go up. I'm trying really hard to get this out early this week. Hopefully it's up Monday. Hopefully it's no later than Tuesday morning. But I am trying to get this out the way and decided to go back to the scripting style for a little bit. So the big news from last week is obviously the Activision Blizzard lawsuit. I went over that this past weekend with that big video that you saw this past Sunday, so you can learn more about that by watching it. It's almost 90 minutes long. It's about an hour 20 minutes, so grab yourself some popcorn and chill for a little bit. So some more stuff, you know, some of the higher execs at Activision Blizzard have been putting out statements as usual, like, we regret this happening. One of the more notorious statements is coming from like the executive who's the former Bush administration. I think I'll post a link to that in the comments. I forget her name off the top of my head. But yeah, there's that. So really, this week's Stax, I'm not going to go over that again because again, you can watch those videos, and so that will probably make this even bigger than it was last week. So this week we're going to look at Ubisoft, the other big developer the other publisher with a sexual predator problem. They're going to shut down their mobile game and they're going to start up another live service game. Speaking of live services, Konami is turning their PES series into a live service game, and they're even going to give it a new name change. In addition to that, there is the EA Play that was from last week. They revealed some new projects they were working on, some new stuff about Battlefield, some new games they got coming out. So we'll take a look at that. There's an issue with the New World Open Beta, and it's breaking graphics cards, so we're gonna take a brief look at that. And Epic has made another acquisition, and there's a Mortal Kombat animated movie coming out in August. So we're gonna hop right in, but before we do, I want you to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon. That way you'll be the first to know whenever I put out new videos. I got a new Shark Tank coming out this week, might even be tomorrow, and I'm putting together video footage for the next installment of the KOF anthology. So I'm hoping to have that up either early next week or even this weekend. Again, like, comment, and subscribe, and we're gonna hop right in. Warner Bros. Showed off the final trailer for its upcoming animated movie, Mortal Kombat Legends Battle of the Realms, due to launch August 31st on digital, Blu-ray, and 4K Ultra HD Combo Pack. The film is a sequel to last year's Mortal Kombat Legends, Scorpion's Revenge, and will feature appearances from several familiar characters such as Johnny Cage, Katana, Jade, and Liu Kang. From the trailer, you can tell the movie will contain all the blood and gore Mortal Kombat is famous for, and will be an excellent fit for those who were disappointed by the live-action movie from a few months ago. Even if you did like the live-action movie, you'll probably like this one even better if it lives up to its promise. EA held its Play 2021 show this past week. Along with updates for Apex Legends and Knockout City, it revealed the much-rumored remake of the classic horror title Dead Space, which is coming from EA Motive. The Star Wars Squadron's developer promises to create a game that will stay true to the original game while making improvements to the story and gameplay. Not much is known about the upcoming remake, other than that it will utilize a Frostbite engine and will launch only on next-gen consoles. Dead Space was originally released in 2008 for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, with sequels following up in 2011 and 2013. Along with Dead Space, EA also showed off Grid Legends, the latest entry in the Codemasters driving franchise. If you recall, Codemasters was purchased by EA several months ago. This game will feature a single-player story mode with live-action cutscenes, along with races in cities such as Paris and San Diego. The game will be released in 2022. EA also showed off Lost in Random, a Tim Burton-esque action game which looks to be a combination of action platforming, deck building, and tabletop dice gaming. Playing as a young girl named Even, you set out to rescue your kidnapped sister Odd. You'll fight alongside a sentient dice named Dicey as you battle the game's enemies. The game is set to release on September 10th for Xbox One, PC, and PlayStation 4. Finally, EA showed off more of Battlefield 2042's multiplayer. The game will contain a new mode called Battlefield Portal, which will allow players to create new game types. The tool will allow players to mix and match maps, weapons, vehicles, and other assets to create game modes that can be shared online. These assets will even include maps and other material from past Battlefield games, such as 1942, Battlefield 3, and even Bad Company. However, since Portal is not a level editor, players will not be able to customize maps or create new ones. No doubt, this will still be a welcome addition for Battlefield fans looking to expand the game's lifecycle. Epic Games is making a number of acquisitions these past several months. Among them are Rocket League developer Psyonix, Fall Guys developer Mediatonic, and resource site ArtStation, which I reported a few months ago. This past week, Epic announced that they acquired the 3D asset platform Sketchfab, which is a platform artists can use to sell and distribute 3D models. The platform has integrations with every major 3D tool and is available for 3D content, gaming assets, AR, and virtual reality applications. Despite Epic having its own Unreal Creator software, Sketchfab models will continue to be compatible with other 3D game creation engines, most notably Unity 3D. Epic has also reduced Sketchfab store fees to 12% so that creators that use the service will get even more value from their products. You might even remember Epic doing something similar with Capturing Reality, a photogrammetry software developer. After they were acquired back in March, Epic reduced the price of its software for new and existing users. Epic is apparently looking to build a metaverse of sorts with creator-driven products, similar to how Fortnite is a metaverse for different intellectual properties in their lore. Konami has announced a major change to its flagship soccer title, Winning 11, or as we know it in the US, Pro Evolution Soccer, or PES. There will be no PES 2022, instead the new title will be rechristened eFootball. What's more, the title will release as a free-to-play title, releasing across mobile, Xbox One, Series X, PC, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5. The game will be powered by Unreal Engine and will offer free roster updates as the months and years progress. Konami rolled out an early roadmap for the game. When it launches this autumn, it will feature cross-generation multiplayer and local matches. Eventually, the game will feature cross-platform multiplayer across console, PC, and mobile, including both Android and iOS, and controller support for the mobile platforms as well. Although there isn't much info in the way of monetization, the game will feature a match pass which will work similar to battle passes in games like Fortnite and PUBG. No word on the status of the My Club feature, which is pretty much PES's equivalent to Madden's Ultimate Team, but it looks like the team building mode shown in the roadmap might be replacing it. I'm not surprised Konami is going this route, as last year's PES 2021 was released as an update to PES 2020 rather than a full-on release. While a lot of people drag free-to-play releases, and Konami is one of the more notorious for this in terms of monetization, I actually think this is a good route to go. Instead of releasing a new game each year, just make roster and feature updates to the base game. We're going to see how this works going forward for PES. The biggest things is not implementing pay-to-win features for the base game and making sure a sizable amount of content is available to players. But this could be a good model for other sports games. They use live service features anyway, so why not just make the game free altogether? Let me know what you think. Could this work for other sports games, say Madden and 2K? Back to the subject of game companies under fire for sexual harassment. Ubisoft has announced that its mobile strategy RPG, Tom Clancy's Elite Squad, will cease operations this fall. The company, whose CEO continues to ignore allegations of sexual harassment that have happened under his watch, announced that the game will no longer receive content and the servers for the game will shut down altogether on October 4th. Elite Squad was originally released last summer and brought together characters from several Tom Clancy games, including Splinter Cell, remember that franchise, Ghost Recon, and Rainbow Six. The game attracted controversy when the storyline centered around a terrorist group that infiltrated social justice protest movements. The group's logo featured a black raised fist, similar to the logo used for the Black Lives Matter movement. Keep in mind, this was at a time when racial protests were erupting all throughout America and the world in the wake of George Floyd's murder. Because when you're already in the spotlight for multiple allegations of sexual harassment, a spot of racism is totally the thing you need right now. The game was created by Owlin, a developer that was up until a few months ago ran by Charlie Guillemot, son of Ubisoft CEO Ves Guillemot. So along with sexual harassment and racism, we can now add nepotism to the list. We've hit the trifecta, folks. The end of Elite Squad will not be the end of Ubullshitsoft's attempts to create a live service. Let me correct myself. Not on a Ubullshit thing, I meant that. I meant a never live service which utilizes the Tom Clancy name. This past week, Ubullshitsoft revealed X Defiant, a multiplayer shooter in the vein of Call of Duty. The game's trailer features edgy-looking characters and a punk rock aesthetic. Because when I think of Tom Clancy, the first thing that comes to mind is 90s-style neon-colored punk rock visuals and characters who look like they'll be at home in the new Watch Dogs game. At this point, they're pretty much slapping the name on anything they can. They've already got a Left 4 Dead style shooter bearing his name that's coming next year, so don't be surprised in a year or two when you see a one-on-one fighting game featuring Tom Clancy characters. I better stop before I give them ideas. I wouldn't want them to forget about the sexual harassment allegations after all. By the way, do you know that Ubullshitsoft is under fire for sexual harassment allegations that they have failed to address? Recently, Amazon began to close beta for its upcoming MMO, New World, for players who pre-ordered the game. While the gameplay reception has been positive, there has been a serious problem as players utilizing certain high-end EVGA graphics cards, including the new GeForce RTX 3090, have found their systems bricked. Twitter user Jays2Cents listed several GPU cores that have been killed by the game's beta. EVGA has stated that they will be replacing the dead graphics cards, at least the 3090 models, but from what Jays2Cents is saying, it may require more cards to be replaced. As for what's causing the problem, here's a short version. The menu doesn't have an FPS cap, which is causing the game to render at high rates, causing the graphics cards to burn out quickly. This is not a good look on the part of Amazon, as something is clearly going on and it needs to be fixed ASAP, especially as the game is set to be released this August. This could be the third major failure of Amazon's game division after the cancellation of the game Breakaway and the recent failure of the game Crucible. This week's Pick of the Week is dedicated to the life and times of Biz Markie, hip-hop pioneer. Hip-hop lost another icon earlier this month. Biz hit the scene with his 1988 release, Going Off, and its singles, including The Vapors and Make the Music With Your Mouth. His second album, The Biz Never Sleeps, will contain his biggest hit, Just a Friend. Biz Markie was known for his humorous flow and punchlines. He was a member of the legendary Juice Crew, which included MCs such as MC Shan, Roxanne Shante, and Master H, just to name a few. He also voiced characters for numerous Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network shows, including Adventure Time and SpongeBob SquarePants. His voice is desperately needed in this age of drill rap, as it is a throwback to when hip-hop music was about fun. There was nobody like the Biz before, and there will never be another one like him again. Raise your lighters up for the Biz. That wraps it up for another edition of the Stax. Try to keep it a bit smaller this week. I know last week was pretty big, but hopefully we got it down, and hopefully it's out early. So hope you enjoyed it. If you like what you just saw, hit the thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you got anything to say about anything I went over. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and Click the bell icon, that way you'll be the first to see new videos. I got a bunch of stuff on the way, so again, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, I'm Audi 51000G, Ken folk.